kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be... The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
A final shot before the break. Darnold going deep now for Herndon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brissett. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Brissett. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Hines. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. To throw is Brissett. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to power it ahead with 1. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
33-yard line.
We're going to sign 53, check 53. And watch the lane.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Here we go. Here we go. Red 80.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give them 19. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Marlon Mack. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ready. 60 outlaw. 50 seconds to mine. Not today, you are. Not today.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 60 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. That halftime lead dwindling.
I love the way you just said that. Perfectly encapsulates what we're seeing right here. Strike after strike, making the big comeback, and right now they are putting the pressure on them in a huge way.
2nd touchdown of the half, and that one was a big one.
We got this.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Rich. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Rich. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Lady. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. Down the roof. 54, ball. 54. Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. You gonna take.
To throw, Brissett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hines, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Right back to him on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let's see what you got. Check three.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play. It's now third and less than a yard.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Mack. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Pick it up. Check safety. Wait. Slant. Check 99.
Now it's Hines. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Switch.
They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Play action. It's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. To throw is Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, Watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. All in the wrist. Ice in the wrist. Car on the wrist. All in the wrist. Watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. All in the wrist. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit.